And see, that's why Tom Thurston, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard Lechance, DJ Dave, Leader Winwan, Elton Anderson, Don Riley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitten Bathor, Blue Boy, Boxes, Robo, Rapist Night, Red, Randy, Red, Gordon, and Ellery's. I'm tired. Robo, Whispering Faggot, Fairmount, your proof of me not being a Jew makes you a dumbass. Okay? That's why I don't want you guys messing with these things when I do them. Because, you know, when you got Dawn Wiley comes down with a nasty, stupid smirk on her face, and Perlita looking dumb, Ellery gazing off like a dumb shit, pretending and wondering why. Same with Joe and Tillerman. Bernard being, you guys making claims that you own everything. Bernard de la Garni. Get to like Perlita when you talk shit, Karen Faust. They got you. Again. Bernard, Harry, Joe. And I told you, Bernard, they didn't want your carny coming through making people sick. They didn't want your eye pokes and face mutilations and all that crap. Because, like I said, it gets to the point where those who've been around for a while, they know Negroes and Africans and, you know, the rest of you, that you're lying. And your own little red trap there, Bernard, and your crybaby fit, they got you. And so, like I said, Bernard, they'll let you tell your story with the doggies and this and that, but it pretty much belonged to chicks first, and I don't know why you would want to swap it around, Harry and Joe, and they knew what they were doing. So again, Robo Rapist Night and Clicker Boy coming down screwing with Bailey, Kim, and your made-up story, Joe and Bailey, or I'm sorry, your made-up story there, Robo Knight and Bernard, Circus Boy, Red Randy, El Cortez, your hacks, the LGBT, all that mess that you guys create, you get done with because you guys thought it was funny, and you know, to destroy everything out here or in Colorado or in Michigan, New York, Washington. Yeah, they're getting it all set up for you. Brian Faust and Joe's illegal truck driving. Get it, Taco Joe. If you want to keep asserting that you're part of the, you know, you're the Jehovah and stealing stuff and moving it around and being a smart ass and shit, they'll get you all nice and set in for your carny mess. Bernard, Harry, Joe. You can't, they're proving it for you. Harry, Joe, and Bernard, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street, who are Google Duncan, who are the ones that fucked it all up. Because they're getting sick of you, Dave, and your supposed proof of not Jew and this and that. It used to be cool and neat until the groups of you moved in with your shit, Stan, Joe, Harry. See how your hypocrisy turns against you, Bernard, and your claims to that cross. How about this, Bernard and Perlita? You respected Jay Beswick first, Gregory Faust, Paul Puller, Melko, Colin Powell, you know, a plethora of people, Ron Miller, you know, some of those older families that have been around and seen some things, you know, the veterans. But then you guys insist on the All-American Joe Antilla and his plain dick. 3 times in a 4 times in a row. You're starting to see why, Joe. You guys, you and Karen and Ellery and Bernard, you know, you're having such a hard time with this. Because what you keep asserting, Bernard, that we found the love, Perlita and Ellery's and Joe and that nasty shit. You guys made your torture box down there. Joe, you know what it was like out here. Why turn it into a prison when it wasn't? The real love you guys destroyed, remember, Joe? The chase. And then the Negroes followed you in the chase, Joe, because they thought it was a prison, and it's not one. You guys made it to one. When you either ran away from England, Spain, Israel, Japan, Germany. See why I don't want you fucking with this shit? Joe, Harry, Bernard. It doesn't. Look at what Bernard creates every time with Doug. For drugs. What, over Texas? Chicago? Heroin, meth, and, you know, cocaine. Indian? Give me a break, Joe. You allowed them to destroy your family because you wanted to be friends with other people that weren't your family. And then they take the shit. Perlita and them in Ghetto Life of the Negroes, they take the shit like they did over in Africa overseas and stuff and fuck it all up. You know why it was better in like off that book, the 9th century. So we got the 9th century, the 16th century, 19th century. You know why it was easier and better? For one, less people, more respect. Joe, there is something within us that they're trying to duplicate, that they jacked, and they don't know what they're fucking doing. Hillbillies invented the internet. Okay, hillbillies. Okay, Gina, I'll build them all. Karen or whatever. I think there's a couple girls, a couple families that you people should have listened to, that you guys didn't ever want to respect, Joe. Ever. And you got your ass beat. Just like Ellery's getting it now. Because you guys keep covering up that, you committed rape and murder and Dillaman. Through your shitty boxes complaining or trying to claim that you're some superior being. Joe Harry Bernard. Truck driving. Pepsi Center, Perlita Broncos. You stole everything, Perlita, with Dave and that whole you guys' whole bullshit story. And it collapsed down because you wanted to be a bunch of dumb shits in everybody's crap. And then you guys run back out here trying to set it up, claiming it was a prison. And it never was. But if you want to make it one, they will. And so how much is you people's racism worth it, whether you're black or white or Spanish? Because, when Elton came in, they turned it into the prison halls of dumb shit. And that's all they grift and do and steal. So if you want a real better life, I would join the military and avoid certain people and their crappy prison story of the Taco Joe.